What's going on, Guardians? It's Tizzle here. So in this video, I just wanted to grab some Icebreaker footage for a video I'm working on, and I wound up putting together a decent run. So I figured I would just, even though this is a Master Loss Nightfall, I figured I'd just do a GM commentary as GM's release next week. And yeah, this was a pretty fun run. I've been running this build quite a bit because I'm just really enjoying Icebreaker and the synergy it has with stasis. And like I said, I'm enjoying it so much, I wanted to get some good footage for a video. Even though I have lots of footage, I'm just sort of like that. I have way too much footage for like every video I make. But yeah, so I'll still put that video out, but this just kind of shows the raw gameplay of basically how nice freezing works with Icebreaker. So I've got Cadmus Ridge Lance Cap on, and there you can see we get off like a huge ignition. We do a bunch of damage to a bunch of enemies. So yeah, Cadmus Ridge Lance Cap, as long as you're running a Stasis Super, so I'm running Glacial Quake and I'm on Prismatic, then you can still make the Diamond Lances from behind your barricade, but you do have to be on a Stasis Super. And then I've got Glacier Grenades, as you can see, so that I can freeze things, and then when you shoot a frozen enemy, it's going to make an ignition, or get a crit kill, like I did there, then you also get an ignition. So you can see, we cleared out that area like so fast. Normally that wizard spawns in and there's like still enemies up, but with this build we had like everything clear super easily. And then we've got Reconstruction Bait and Switch Song of Your Ute, which is nice because it's got that Savathun's Worm modifier thing on, I believe. Yeah, that ability surge on the left there, so I get faster ability cooldowns. And then there you can see the Glacial Grenade does a whole bunch of damage, and then here I mess up. I needed to swing out, so I kind of waste a bit of my super here. But we get kind of lucky because this Death Tongue Courser actually falls in the crack to its death. And then, yeah, you can just see we're taking out a whole bunch of enemies. Glacial Quake is so good, especially with Stasis Surge. So, yeah, that was really clean. And, yeah, basically, as soon as that wizard dies, that Death Tongue Courser is going to spawn in. So you just want to be ready for that. So this Nightfall is kind of perfect because you can just sit back and snipe, and I've got the Prophet Scout Rifle on with Precision Instrument and Demolitionist, so it pairs nicely with this build. But yeah, you can just put a Rally Barricade back here and then just sit back and hit your crits and get Diamond Lances, and then the Diamond Lances are doing a ton of work. So there, I proc Bait and Switch, I proc Radiant, I have Facet of Dawn on, and then the Throwing Shield so that I can proc it from afar. So that's really nice. And the big thing that I have on is Facet of Ruin. That increases your ignition damage and radius, as well as the shatter damage and radius. So you're kind of double dipping with this build because you can make ignitions and do shatters, like right there. So yeah, Facet of Ruin is obviously a must run there. I put the Rally Barricade maybe a little bit too far back. But yeah, you can see we just get so much supplemental damage when we shoot with Icebreaker. So it's really good. And then here is one of those solar banes. He shoots those like lava balls in the air. But yeah, I was just super... I ran this, was it last week? Proving Grounds was up. I ran it in Proving Grounds as well, and I was really impressed with it. And then yeah, the Prismatic is nice because you can see we suspended everything. These guys, even when they're suspended, I guess they can still shoot out their fireballs, so I wasn't really ready for that. And yeah, with the Jolt and the Suspend, we're just like causing havoc down there. Really good. That's why I definitely prefer to run this on Stasis versus, or on Prismatic versus Stasis, because yeah, it's just so much stronger. You have Radiant. Yeah, like I said, you're improving your ignition damage and your shatter damage, so yeah, just all around really good. There, unfortunately, that guy sidestepped me when I threw my Diamond Lance. And then there again, you can see just a massive explosion. We kept our Transcendence up for a super long time there as well because we were just hitting so many things. And then here, I actually do get low on ammo, but this is about the only time you ever get low on ammo using Icebreaker, is if there's just like, if you're kind of focusing in on a champ like I am here, and not really taking out other ads. But even still, like the ammo economy on this thing is insane, as you'll see in the boss room. But yeah, here I should have killed that wizard with my scout rifle because I would have got a shot back, and I don't realize that I'm out because you're pretty much just used to this thing always being reloaded and always having ammo. But luckily in these Battleground Nightfalls, we have the chest, so I just picked that up. And because I got the barrier knight, so if you take out this big knight before the barrier, that Warmonger knight, then you're going to not get platinum. So you have to take out the barrier knight first. So that's why I was kind of focused in on it. And then we just use the super and clean up that one arc shielded knight and the Warmonger knight. And we are on to the next part. So I'm just going to speed this up a little bit because it's literally just running. You're not missing anything. So yeah, this build is crazy. You get pretty good transcendence uptime as well because your ignitions give you lots of solar and light transcendence. And then obviously you're getting a ton of shatters and stuff, your diamond lances. And I have a, whatchamacallit, stasis primary. So yeah, the darkness transcendence fills up very quickly. And then, yeah, we have Song of Your Ute to just mow down the enemies. So here I pop Transcendence again, because why not? I don't really need it anywhere else. The Sentinel Shield is also really nice for the Void Overshield. Void Overshield got buffed to 70% damage resistance, I believe, instead of 50%. So it's actually quite strong. Like, it's noticeable when you have the Void Overshield up. I love it. So yeah, here we just take out the rest of the enemies. There, I wanted to throw my melee while I still had Transcendence, so anyways, I basically lost my melee, but it's okay. So yeah, we're basically just spamming abilities, and yeah, you can use Icebreaker pretty much as a primary, because like, watch here, there. So look, I just want to show this. I have 9 ammo, and then we shoot a shot, so we should go down to 8, but because we get so many kills from our shatter and everything else, because ability or weapon kills will give ammo back as long as it's not a kill from Icebreaker. So basically I was back up to 10 just like that. There, I should have just, my shots suck there. I was getting flinched. I should have just kept going in with the Song of Your Ute. But there we put down a rally barricade to make a diamond lance. And now we're on to the next room. And that ability surge, just watch my... So how it works is there's Arc Hunger. So as I do damage with this, an arc weapon, then I get that ability surge, and just look at my super bar fill up. It fills up super, super quickly. I guess I shouldn't speed it up there so you can see. But yeah, fills it up super quickly. I use the cheese spot here, so I'm just going to use my super because I'm not really going to need it for the ads and stuff. Because like I said, this build thrives when you're plinking away at targets from afar. And this room really doesn't allow for that. Enemies kind of spawn all over the place. So we just use our super because we're not going to need it. We deploy the ghost. We jump into here. So here's what I was sketched out about, because I have to put rally barricades down and I have to pick up diamond lances. So I do wind up getting exposed to the enemies behind me. Because you'll see they start shooting at me. But as long as they don't lob a void grenade into where I am, you can be okay. So, like I said, I just kind of get lucky here. So we're going to shoot out a barricade. We have whatever that one is that suspends them on. And then I have Unbreakable. Unbreakable was actually for the Proving Grounds GM, because you can block a lot of the boss's damage. So there we get lucky with the spawn. So there is a Void Grenade. So I had to duck because I was taking damage. Luckily, it didn't land right where I was in. But yeah, that Unstoppable spawned in a good spot. For me to try to shoot it, but like I said, I was taking damage, so I had to back up. And then there, when we shatter the crystals, that's gonna stun the unstop. So this part is really just kind of being patient and waiting for them to get in a good position. There, we proc an ignition just to deal a bit more damage. We're gonna freeze. We've got bait and switch going, so now, oh, unfortunately, the freeze got shattered by something else. But what my goal was there was to leave him frozen until his cooldown was off, and then I would have been able to stun him and do a whole bunch of damage because, like I said, I had bait and switch going. So unfortunately, you can't really move. A lot of people ask like how this spot works. You have to kind of get in one spot and then don't move. But there you can see when I go third person, I wind up peeking out more than you want to be. Here I tried like a bank shot, but it doesn't really bank down. So I kind of waste that grenade, but that's what I was going for there, was to try to bank it off the roof to get it to come down on this unstop that's next to me. And then there you can see it kind of bounces off. So yeah, he's in a tough spot to hit. I should be spamming my melee as well so that I can get my grenade back a bit easier. But yeah, you can see the barricade is able to suspend him through this, like the Dranger's Lash it's called. Yeah, the Dranger's Lash actually goes through there. So yeah, you can see this build is like really good at ad clear just thanks to all the explosions. And now I already have my super back. Not that I'm going to use it, but that's why I used it coming into the room, because I knew I wouldn't really need it. I don't know if it's worth it to proc bait and switch there, and then I couldn't really get much of an angle. But yeah. And then there, again, Icebreaker. Huge. Just watch this one more time. I'm not sure what health he had, but we caused an ignition and the shatter. I guess he was finishable already. But yeah, just does a big chunk of damage, stuns the unstop. And now once we get to 50%, so at 25, 50, and 75%, these unstoppables spawn in. So we're just going to get up to 50%. As we're approaching 50, I'm going to make a Diamond Lance. He spawns in the right spot, so I chuck that out there. Unfortunately, I missed the Diamond Lance, so he was able to get out a bit because there was an enemy in front of him. And they do have some level of aim assist and magnetism, so it magnetized to that enemy that was in front of the unstop. So there, that Ravenous Raider, the yellow bar, it's really nice because I was able to suspend him. So sometimes they can be annoying, but yeah, Prismatic is just so good at so many things, and that suspend grenade is just really nice. So here, again, I'm just kind of waiting till these guys are in a decent spot. This guy is, if my nade can hit. Unfortunately, it doesn't. What I should be doing is putting a barricade down. Oh, there I get a good bank, but then he moved. But I should have put a barricade down so I could have just froze that unstop. So we freeze him, get the ignition, rock bait and switch, and melt him. So yeah, it's really just kind of picking your spots. But like I said, this is dangerous. I don't even know how I survived. I thought I was screwed once I was seen by those enemies behind me. You can see and hear that they're both, or that they're still shooting at me. And now these guys in front are even shooting at me. So yeah, I moved more than you should. But this build kind of makes you do that, because when you go into third person, you don't really have much choice. So here is what I was talking about. Leave him frozen until his cooldown's done, and then go up, and then you're able to melt him really easily. And I had bait and switch still going from the previous proc. So now we just reload our weapons, and we're waiting for 75%. Waiting. So yeah, this part, you'll die here lots, because sometimes you just get unlucky. In this run, I actually just got lucky with like not being seen by the wrong enemies that can lob void grenades at me. So we get a freeze, then we can do our ignitions, and yeah, the ad clear is just awesome. We have a Diamond Lance ready to go for this guy to my left. So I could pop my super and take out that enemy, but it's a little risky. So I'm literally just going to wait till he's in a good position. So there, I had him stunned, and then we threw the Diamond Lance so that we could get some ignition damage there and shatter damage, as well as the sniper rifle damage. And then we have bait and switch going, and you can see it's really good for melting them. GLs are super risky to run here, so because you can blow yourself up super easily if you're in this G spot, so I wouldn't recommend them. And look at that, I still have 10 sniper ammo, icebreaker ammo. So yeah, this build is just crazy on the ammo economy front. Like, I'm just loving Icebreaker. That's why I want to make the dedicated build video, or dedicated Icebreaker video, just to talk about all the synergy. But I figured this was a pretty good showcase of that synergy. So I actually die at the very start of the boss fight. I'll show my death to show what I did wrong. But yeah, I will then just, then when I ran it back, I got it. So there is one death in here, but like I said, I'm more showing this to showcase this, this pairing of stasis and Icebreaker. So there, again, you can suspend this guy, which is really, really nice. I didn't even really realize that. I probably would have done it off rip. So we take him out, and then these guys, I'm just going to get an ignition. Or no, maybe I do a diamond lance. I'm not sure. So I thought that would take out more guys. So then I throw a diamond lance, and I don't really see the guys to the left, but those were actually, or to the right, but those were the guys I was trying to take out. So yeah, I take a lot of fire here, and in the GM, I'm probably dead here, but we do get kind of lucky. You can see I have a bit of health back, but yeah, it was pretty risky. So ideally, that ignition would have taken like all of them out. So here you can do this with just 2 lasers. You just have to be smart with your ammo. I think each one takes 33, so I have 37, so that's just going to be enough to take out that last one. And then, yeah, another big boom. I'll just show that because it's awesome. So I threw that glacier grenade. They stay frozen for a nice long time. Shoot a frozen target, and yeah, everything is dead. Excellent, excellent ad clear. No sniper has as good as ad clear as this. Not even Cloud Strike, which I love. So here, like I said, I'll show my death. So what I was trying to do was throw a glacier grenade and get the ignition proc, which I kind of do. But unfortunately, the enemies in front were just slowed, so I like wasted a lot of time because then I didn't retreat. So then we get a kill here. We're going to diamond lance. And there, again, I kind of missed the target I was going for. And then I jumped way too high and wound up getting sniped by the boss. So that was just stupid on my part. So then we run up, we reactivate it, get our abilities back. Really nothing lost. And then there, I went to throw my grenade, but I accidentally did unbreakable. I held my grenade half a second too long. So then this was very, very messy as well. Because like I said, normally I actually cheese this boss. I just go up top. And this build would be excellent for the cheese. I have other videos if you want to watch me explain how to get up top and do the cheese in the rafters. It's not very hard. But yeah, this build would be excellent for it because Icebreaker, like I said, it pretty much has unlimited ammo if you're using it right. And then here I get up way too close to the boss because I was literally just going to call it there since I had died. And then just use that footage that I had in the first half of this run just for that Icebreaker video that I'm working on. But then he kind of got stun locked, so I decided not to just quit. And then I was like, well, I might as well see how to do this fight without cheesing it, because like I said, I pretty much always cheese it. I did do it legit once on Strand Hunter, but my runs the last time this was in rotation, I just did the cheese because it's just easier. Just more safe. Like, I hate when you're, 20 minutes in, 25 minutes in, and you die to something stupid. And then there, speaking of dying to something stupid, I was just out and exposed. So now I'm actually behind the thing. So yeah, there, I missed my diamond lance, unfortunately. But what you can do is freeze this guy, and then you're going to get that free ignition damage, free shatter damage on top of the damage from the sniper rifle. And there you can see when my barricade is up, like when it runs out, I have another barricade ready to go. So we make a diamond lance, chuck it at the boss. There, you can see we did like 40,000, bunch of splash damage. So yeah, you can deal a lot of damage with Icebreaker. And then there, taking these guys out, I just got 4 ammo. So look, I'm down to 5 ammo. And these guys are actually orange bars, even though Bungie messed with the UI and stuff. So they look red. But yeah, a kill on each of them was worth 2. And just like that, we're going to be back to like max ammo. And then there I had shot a shot, and I immediately get my shot returned because of the catalyst. And then there I just get a kill with my scout rifle, and we're back to full ammo. Again, for a sniper rifle, nothing has as good an ad clear. I get 2 headshots. I kill 4 enemies because of the ignitions. Now we're just going to go over here. So like I said, I'm not the most familiar with this fight, doing it legit. So I'm going to be a little messed up on like spawns and whatever. But yeah, just kind of reading and reacting. There, he missed me somehow. We have bait and switch going, and I had Radiant, so we're putting in some pretty good damage. We have our super, so I should just be casting my super to take the boss out quicker. But again, I know he TPs, so I don't know the best time to cast super. I guess it's at like the T and tether. He's going to move. So then I retreat, and then we got all these enemies. So we're just going to plink away with the scout rifle, get a diamond lance, make a big explosion, and just keep on doing that. So we get our crit shots, chuck out our diamond lance, frozen target, big splash damage. Yeah, it works really, really great. There, my barricade had just went away, so I should have put that down before taking those guys out because I could have got a free diamond lance off them. Unfortunately, the boss moves, so here we get a diamond lance, chuck it, the freeze, the shatter damage, all just supplemental damage just from a diamond lance, which we can make like every... Well, what's our diamond lance cooldown? I'm just curious what that was. 7 seconds. So once that cooldown's up, we make another one. So yeah, every 7 seconds you can make a diamond lance. And then yeah, you're just chucking them out and getting all that free damage. So yeah, Facet of Ruin on this build is a must, which I'll talk about in that video when I talk about the synergies with like other subclasses as well. So here there's a bunch of enemies up. I'm like, well, this looks like a good time to cast my super. And yeah, like I said, this super just rips. Unfortunately, they weren't stacked up super far, and then this guy freaking TPs on me. So I waste a lot of it, because you can do a lot of boss damage with that super. Like, the highest total damage in the game for a super, if you're doing it well. But yeah, like I said, unfortunately, this guy moved on me here. I don't know what the hell he's looking at. And then I go to proc Radiant, and of course, he TPs. I hate teleporting ads. They're very annoying. So yeah, you just got to deal with it though. So yeah, a machine gun is also really, really nice, obviously, for proccing the diamond lances. Because I was able to just get my headshots in there. There I retreated because I thought I heard an enemy behind me, and it looks like on my radar there is still one, but yeah, that's why I kind of retreated there. And then we take those guys out. So here, there's the 2 unstops. And unfortunately, I had used my super. So you also can make a diamond lance on kills. So when I put down this barricade, I don't get a weapon kill, but I do get a kill from behind the barricade. So it makes me a diamond lance, and then I chuck that out, and then I kind of forgot that those chieftains also spawn in, but look at how many stalkers I was just taking out, and that's just from the jolt from my transcendence grenade. So yeah, those transcendence grenades are freaking awesome. So I know those guys were stunned, and I could have went in on the unstops more, but I wanted to deal. So we got a shock overload chieftain. Still not totally sure how the shock ones work, but yeah, I wanted to deal with those other enemies first, and then I don't know why I switched to my machine gun. I'm too far away here. I should have kept Icebreaker out there, and then there again, I probably die in the GM there. But that was my own fault. Like, I was just committing to killing the unstop when I should have just got back behind cover. Because I did see that shot coming, but I just figured I could tank it, which I did. But yeah, normally just play safe. Don't push it. You can get them on the next stun. No big deal. Always prioritize your life. So here again, I'm switching to the machine gun, which isn't the worst thing because I am getting that ability surge from that modifier that's on here. But like I said, Icebreaker at this distance is probably going to kill it easier. But like I said, then all we need is one more stun. We get that stun. We got the diamond lance. And we're still full Icebreaker ammo, which is crazy. Then we have bait and switch going. We melt these guys, and then we're just going to start dunking the cores. So every time you dunk, ads spawn in on left and right. So I actually have to retreat because that chieftain was pushing up. But what I want to do is get a glacier grenade down there quickly. I throw it in the wrong spot, but we do get big shatter damage. But yeah, ideally I would have thrown it a little more to the right to try to be in the middle of the pack, and then I would have been able to shoot a frozen target and cause it ignition, where I think when you shoot the crystals, it's just like that dragonfly ignition. It seems like it's smaller. I don't know for sure. I've been trying to figure it out from my footage, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. So then we put down our rally barricade. We're making easy diamond lances. Then we're just going to take out both these guys. So yeah, these Banes are interesting. They actually do add a little bit of an element, because normally I probably would have just left that one guy up. And then here, it's all just about your movement. You can hear the boss charging up its attack, so you kind of just have to dip out of line of sight as he's about to shoot his crossbow. So there, I do have a frozen target in front of me this time. We make a nice big ignition, and we pretty much take out all the adds with the shatter and the ignition. So yeah, again, the ad clear is super, super good. You got a glacial grenade, and then one shot of the sniper rifle, and that's really all you need. So there, again, we get our ammo immediately back. Like, I shot him in the head, and then just cleaned him up with the machine gun, and we get our ammo back. So here, I have a chieftain to my left, so I actually retreat this way, just to play safe. And then the ads are going to get kind of out of control because I wasn't able to spawn kill them. But yeah, that chieftain rotating on me, I basically had no choice. And then this guy is just being really annoying. So we take him out. But now we have all those enemies up there, and we can't carry two things at once because I would have liked to freeze them all. So we're just going to try to do some ad management here. We get a nice freeze, take a bunch out. Again, no sniper rifle in the game can do what this Icebreaker is doing. And it's perfect for this season because everything is so stasis-centric. So here, kind of just get in a dumb position. I'm always so worried about proccing bait and switch, but sometimes you just got to pull out the machine gun and take everything out. And yeah, the machine gun is super, super nice for this part. And as you can see, with the way this build is set up, you don't really need a lot of firepower for like champions and stuff, because your ignitions and your freeze shatters are just doing so much of the work. So here, that totem was kind of hidden, so I just take out the guy that cast it, and that's going to despawn the totem. And then we're just going to go get his charge, and again, it doesn't pick up, which is annoying because new ones spawn, and again, I'm just moving in such a way that the boss is going to miss me. Then this chieftain's there. Luckily, he didn't go like full auto mode, because sometimes they do that. There, I kind of missed my shot. Hit it on the next one, and again, huge AoE. Got bait and switch going. We're just gonna clean up a bunch more ads and get ready to dunk the last battery. So that one guy did rotate, and then the boss also sort of retreated, so I just go and take this battery. Again, you just have to kind of react to what the game's doing. And now he's in a bad spot, so I kind of rotate around here. And then this was risky, but again, I didn't really care. But in like a solo GM, I'm probably just going to retreat and kill that other guy and then dunk his battery, because he was a shock chieftain or whatever. So yeah, that could have been dangerous. Here, I get a nice super off, and here's what you always want to do. You want to get away while you still have super in case you're getting shot in the back. So that was a pretty good super. I was happy with that one. Unfortunately, the ad spawn on the other side, which again, I didn't really realize because normally I just retreat and do the cheese from the rafters. So I should have ran to the other side so that I could have used Transcendence better. And then there, I'm just trying to get my Void Overshield, and if you keep chucking your abilities, you get your other abilities back quicker, and as you're dealing damage and killing things with Transcendence. So yeah, that's why. Now everything is dead. So we're just gonna kind of go in on this boss, throw our Glacier Grenade, throw a Radiant, get Bait and Switch going, but I don't have a ton of machine gun ammo. And then, yeah, there's a brick down to my right, so I do try to go get that at some point, but I don't know where it went. Because when I go to pick it up, it's, like, gone. It's still there. Maybe I ran to the wrong spot. But yeah, again, these Diamond Lances, just supplemental damage. So throw it. Ignition. See, when I ran over here, I'll show you what I mean. It was down by those stairs. So it is right there. I just actually miss it. Because I'm like, what the heck? Where'd it go? So yeah, that's why I ran over there, if you were wondering what the heck I'm doing. Now I'm just going to go back and post up and do what I was doing until he TPs. And yeah, your rally barricade is really good for protecting you here as well. So yeah, 24,000 free damage with that ignition just from my diamond lance. Now a bunch more enemies are spawning in. Here is the worst shots of my life. I just can't hit these guys. So I'm like, okay, guess I gotta freeze them. Now we get a diamond lance, we're gonna freeze them, and then get the ignition. Huge ad clear. Great for people like me that can't hit a sniper shot to the head. Reload our weapon. See, like I swear that ignition, because I hit the crystal and not the frozen target, was like just the dragonfly ignition. That's why I'm always trying to throw it like behind them so I can hit that actual frozen target. There, you just have to be wary of those incoming void grenades because they hit really hard. There, we just get one precision kill, which will make a diamond lance. So it's precision hits after multiple hits or a precision kill. So there we had got radiant going. He does that immunity thing, so it wasn't a big deal in that spot. But you'll see I use my super on the next time that he does it. So there we got lots of like freeze and ignition damage. So here he's got it hidden, and now the enemies are spawning in. So this is just a really unfortunate spot. The reason I don't go in with my super right away is because I was trying to get light transcendence energy, so I would have transcendence when I come out of my thing. So I could have at least taken that one totem out, but yeah, your super just goes right through immunity totems. So I just decided to just super, clean up everything, do a whole bunch of boss damage, and then like I said, just start retreating, because you don't want to be too close to the boss. When your super runs out, you'll die. He's got a stomp, and yeah, also other enemies are coming, so yeah, just retreat to safety. And then, again, we're just doing ad management here. We could just focus the boss. Trying to get that totem down. I do. There, I hit a headshot, get an ignition, takes out a ton of enemies. I just want to show that one more time, because that's what I was going for here, except they were all immune. So look at this. All these enemies, screebs, everything. One ignition, all dead. Amazing ad clear. And then, like I said there, I could have just kept going in, but I knew I was getting pushed. So, again, always better to not push it and try to commit. Just back out. There, I was like, should I try to hit a crit and do an ignition? Nah. So there's just this guy up. Oh, and that guy. But he's pretty much dead at this point, so I'm not too worried about that guy on the left. And I should have killed him with Icebreaker, because that would have been a cooler way to finish, since I was trying to showcase Icebreaker. But yeah, and you can see, still have full Icebreaker ammo. So anyways, that's it for the run and the build. Like I said, I'm absolutely loving this build. I'll make a dedicated build video for it as soon as I can. Just my life's really busy right now, just with in real life stuff. So yeah, hopefully I can get it out before GMs drop. But yeah, I've absolutely been loving it. You can see the power of it. It's really, really good, really, really fun. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.